have fun too. So
excellent. And we've seen on this court this weekend 9-year-olds playing at halftime. We've seen the under 15, under 17 provincial teams. We have seen your league here, and we've also seen legacy teams. Bronze medal game here at the Legacy Cup. Hi fans, welcome to the bronze medal game here at the Legacy Cup for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Joined by Katie McAfee, Katie of the Fredericton Freeze. Katie, you're out today after that tough semifinal loss last night.
yeah, unfortunately we couldn't finish the game, but we're here today to fight for bronze, so we're looking forward to that.
You've been 2 years in this league, played during your university career, and I know you've now graduated UNB. What's next for you?
So I'm finishing up my education degree, and then I'm moving to Whitehorse actually to go teach. So I have something to look forward to. I leave August, so that's what I'm doing.
You have a little bit of coaching that you do as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so actually I coach with Kylie, who's also on the Freeze, and one of my other teammates, McKinley. We coach the U12 Junior Reds, and we love it. We've had so much fun with them this year. They're in Boston right now, so we're cheering on from here too for them.
That would have been a tough choice for me, Boston or St. John. I love Boston, but this would have been my choice too.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough decision, and thankfully the parents and everyone on the team were super supportive, and they told us to go play, have fun too. So
excellent. And we've seen on this court this weekend 9-year-olds playing at halftime. We've seen the under 15, under 17 provincial teams. We have seen your league here, and we've also seen legacy teams from the 1980s. Talk about how that spectrum of women's basketball and what it means for you to see that.
It's just been amazing to see everything, like women in sport, these young girls who are able to come and see all of role models to come. Like the 9-year-old could be on the provincial team next year, kind of, or not next year, but like in future years kind of thing. So it's just like super empowering, and it's awesome to be a part of.
Thanks, Katie, and good luck to your team in this bronze medal game. I know you're out with the injury, but good luck to that, and congratulations on a great season.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, folks. We're going to try to get another interview, and come on back for the game. Joined now by Courtney Donaldson of the Hornets. Courtney didn't get the win against your arch rival City Thunder team last night. However, important game here today.
Right, so it's just all about the bounce back. We're happy to play. It's our last game together, and we're just going to go out and have some fun today.
You had a great game personally on Friday in your quarterfinal game. What is it to play in this venue for you?
Honestly, it's a great venue. I love playing with it. It reminds me a little bit of AUS, so the AUS playoffs and playing at Scotiabank. But it's nice to play in a great environment, and it's my first time being at St. John, so I'm happy to be here. Yeah,
I've learned a lot about St. John myself this weekend and really enjoyed my time here. Talk just a little bit about your experience in the league.
Honestly, I've had such a great time this year, and just meeting so many new faces, girls, getting to know a lot of people. Like I'm not from out here, I'm from BC, so meeting a bunch of new people this year has been so great, and getting to be coached by Mark has been a fantastic season.
Excellent, and last question. We've seen on this court this weekend 9-year-olds, we've seen the legacy teams from the 80s, we've seen provincial teams. Talk about that spectrum of women's basketball.
Oh, it's so good to see more women's basketball players, especially at such a young age, and the Scotia team coming out to help support us. It just means a lot. I want to give back. I'm a coach myself, and it's great to see a lot of young women and just watching the game. So, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Congratulations on a great season. You got one more to go, and good luck in this one.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, folks. Come on back for tip-off. Hi fans, welcome to TD Station. This is the Maritime Women's Basketball Association bronze medal game. The Halifax Hornets will be wearing the white jerseys, my favorite jerseys in the league, the white versions of the Hornet. The Fredericton Freeze in their familiar black and blue jerseys. Black and blue, good the way to describe both of these teams after physical games yesterday. Leave them a little bit bruised and a little bit blue, both of them losing in the semifinals. Both had a shot to advance against what would be their closest rivals. For the Thunder, they lost, for the Hornets, they lost to the Thunder, their city rivals, in the semifinal. And for the Freeze, they lost to Highway 7 rival, the Port City Fog, and the host team here at the Legacy Cup. What a great weekend to spend. We've got the final two games to go here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'm Bill Gibson. We have some great pregame interviews. It's so amazing to hear the passion of the players, is how they talk about this league, this sport, the showcase of women's basketball. Absolutely amazing. This should be a great game in itself between these two teams. They're 1-1 on this season. We'll get into more details about records, how they got here, pretty soon as the play goes on, but we'll pick up the starters and the pregame ceremonies here as well as we move into this one. Hornets on the season 4-6, Freeze 7-3, as mentioned 1-1 in the season series. The Hornets got here in the playoffs. They had a win over the Mystics Friday in the quarterfinals, 98-87. It was a 1-point game with 4:12 to play. Courtney Donaldson had 30, Hannah Brown 18, Sophia Widmeyer 18, Jazz Parent 17. The Mystics, Ali Berry 19, Leo Albert 15. The semifinal, they were 72-62 losers to the Thunder in a game that was tied at half. Hannah Brown 18, Sophia Widmeyer 15, Courtney Donaldson 14, Tony Bianchini 9, Sandy Saunders 13, Yepes and Pickard 10 each. Set now for the starting lineups. We'll go courtside and pick up the players as they're introduced.
We would also like to acknowledge the land on which we gather is the traditional unceded territory of the Williston Choir. And fans, as we have done all weekend and throughout the season, the host, Port City Fog of St. John, and its fellow 500 teams, and the MWBA, would like to thank all of their advertising partners and of course you, the fans, for such great response and participation in watching this high-profile women's league. And now we're going into your starting lineups. Starting lineup for the Fredericton Freeze, brought to you by wearing number 4, Kylie Steedy. Number 6, Olivia Bowers. Number 8, Katie Daly. Number 9, Robbie Daly. And number 11, Katie Butts. Head coach of the Fredericton Freeze, Kevin Daly. And now he's
Bowers, Daly, Butts.
wearing number 9, Miriam Cristiano. Number 13, Sophia Widmeyer. Number 15, Jasmine Perry. Number 21, Courtney Donaldson. And number 24, Hannah Brown.
So the starters for the Hornets, 9 is Franchetto, 13 Sophia Widmeyer, 14 Jazz Parent, 21 Courtney Donaldson, 24 Hannah Brown. That's the starters for Coach Mark Forward. Time now for the anthem. We'll be back with the officials and the tip just after that.
Oh, can
rendition of the anthem. It has been all weekend long here in-house. The officials for today's bronze medal game, J.P. Richard, Al Gates, and Michael LeBlanc. They are the three charged with making sure all goes according to Hoyle. Be set for tip. It will be Brown and Butts on the tip, almost most certainly here. Freeze, they were semifinal losers to the Fog last night, 87-79. They're up as many as 18 in the third in what was a game of runs all the way through. Speedy had 17, McAfee, who's out today, 15, Butts 13. The Dailies each were in double figures. It was Haley McLeod, 24, Kelly Kilpatrick, 21, Mackenzie Ryan, 19, and Reese Baxendale, 11 for the Fog. We'll talk about the season series when we get a moment. We're in play, and it's the first points to Jazz Parent for the Hornets. So a little change in the starting lineup for the Hornets today. It's Miriam Franchetto, number 9 in. Franchetto played at Acadia from 2013 through 2016, 3 seasons, 44 games out of Kingston, Ontario. Franchetto in for Bianchini, who had started the previous 2 games. Leah Bowers on the line. Bowers is a great shooter. Will probably play a little bit more point guard here today. Rebound for Katie Butts. Butts goes up over the top too strong. Taken away by Widmeyer. Widmeyer with a little crow step. Nice pass inside for Parent. Katie Daly has another tough assignment in this one. Courtney Donaldson hits 3. Katie Daly's right now matched up against Jazz Parent. That's going to be tough for Katie there. She won't back down against guarding the size of Parent. That's going to be a tough matchup for Katie as the Hornets go with the 2 bigs, Brown and Parent, in the starting lineup today. It's going to be Donaldson to the hoop, give her 5 quick points and a quick 7-0 start for the Hornets. Freeze, I know, spent a lot of both physical and emotional energy last night in the late game against the Fog. Tough for them to see that lead that they had evaporate. And there was certainly no quit in the Freeze. It got to a 1-possession game fairly late until Port City pulled away again. But it really was just a game of runs. That's Franchetto. Widmeyer out of bounds. That won't count. And yes, at the other end, that's going to be a tough match for Jazz Parent on Katie Daly on the outside. Katie, I'm sure, will make her work on the defensive end. There'll be lots of movement from Katie Daly. Kylie Speedy's 3 rims out, bounces around into the hands of Parent. Donaldson on the run for Widmeyer. Up top for Parent. That's Hannah Brown. She made a few from outside this weekend. Daly with the block on the initial shot from Parent. Bowers had space. Now back up top for Robbie Daly. A little too strong on the pass. Bowers, just a spectacular player in her time with the UNB program. Honored yesterday with a Community Engagement Award from the league was Leah. Widmeyer on the drive. She thought she might have got some contact there, but not called. 10-0 Hornets. Freeze need to score. They need to see the ball go through the hoop. Robbie Daly can't give it to them, and it's Hannah Brown on the rebound. Widmeyer for Donaldson, blocked by Katie Butts. Great block by Katie Butts. Kylie Speedy will turn it up court. Inside for Butts. Butts with the turnaround jump shot. That one was a little to the right. Widmeyer again with a head of steam into the front court. She's going to stop, pop, and score 2. Subs waiting at the next stoppage. Speedy gets the shot to go down. Foul on Donaldson. Subs waiting at the next stoppage. Speedy gets the shot to go down. Foul on substitutions for the Hornets. Just reset the entire lineup. 13 is Sophia Widmeyer. 22 is Leah Martin. 20 is Sarah Gordon. 10 is Alicia McNeil. And 5 is Tony Bianchini. Inside for Martin, defended by Butts. Bowers picks up the loose ball, and the Frees are on the run with numbers. Back for Speedy. Speedy on the fake, now gets inside. Nice little right-hander from Speedy. Comes up short, knocked out of bounds. Hornets, they are playing their third game in 3 days here. Frees short-handed. Of course, Ali McCarthy's been out all weekend long. She comes back from an upper body injury. Ali will be going to University of Ottawa, will be a Gigi in the garnet and gray. If you're listening from U of Ottawa, let me know how to hook up with some Gigi gear. Quickly becoming one of my favorite teams. A couple of Fredericton players will be playing for the Gigis this season. Or New Brunswick players. Fredericton were claiming Ali, just so you know. Jaden Penny checks in for the Frees. So for the Frees, Jenny Enqua, Jaden Penny, Robbie Daly, Katie Daly, and Kylie Speedy. Leah Martin gets one to go in. Foul on Enqua. Martin makes the second. Leah Martin, Dalhousie Tiger from 2005 to 2010 out of Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. The height that I could find listed on Leah Martin is 6'1". I've walked by Leah Martin a couple times this weekend, and she sure feels like she's a lot more than 6'1" when she walks by me. Maybe I'm shrinking. That could be the case. But certainly Leah Martin with a lot of length for this Hornets squad. And Martin there with the ball. Kat Korovets, who's checked in for Tony Bianchini. Blocked by one of the Frees members. There was lots of hands up there. We'll say it was Jaden Penny. She came away with the ball. That's Penny now on the far side. Ahead for Robbie Daly, who's wide open to score 2. Good look by Jaden Penny. Jenny Enqua is going to pick up her second. That's one that's way too far from the basket if you're the Frees for Jenny Enqua to pick up. We'll get Andrea Wright off the bench for there. We'll say it was Jaden Penny. Fredericton. She came away with the ball. That's Penny now on the far side. Ahead for Robbie Daly, who's wide open to score 2. Wright will check Leah Martin. Andrea Wright, former pro player. Played college ball at Bucknell in Division I US. Wright on the rebound, finds Speedy. I think this could be a good role for Andrea Wright in this game as the third big in this lineup. She's going to give up some height to Leah Martin, but she has played certainly post positions before in the part of her pro experience. Freeze, turn it up court. Daly uses the right screen. Katie Daly with a curl around. Little finger roll on the far side. Fans coming up after this one, we're going to have a 3 o'clock game, Port City Fog. Heard some numbers on some good ticket sales just today for today's game, so that's a good sign that this building is going to fill up as we go through here this afternoon. Do have the Explore NB Street team as well. They're set up here on the far end, so if you're in the building, give them a little visit. Or if you're coming to the building, if you're in the building, you're probably not listening to me. Katie Daly again with a score. Freeze now within 5. Hornets get out to a really fast start. Inside for Martin. Oh, nice kick out pass for Gordon. And great take by Sarah Gordon. She tries the putback right, bats the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Hornets ball. Ava Widmeyer will check in. This is going to be for Catherine Korovets. Bowers uses the right screen, now off for Eve McDonald for Jaden Penny. Good looking release from Jaden Penny, but it came up short. Haven't really all weekend long seen the teams really have a tough time shooting on these rims in this building. One thing you wonder when you come to arena style, it's very different from the high school gyms and even from the university gyms here in the Maritimes that many of these players are used to playing on. Really get in the arena only for the AUS Championship at Scotiabank Centre in Halifax. But TD Station, here in St. John also offers great venue for basketball. I've been really impressed with this facility, with the city overall. Just phenomenal weekend for me, and I know the teams are echoing that. Kudos to the city of St. John. That's Gordon on the rebound and the run out. Nobody stops the ball. She gets right to the hoop for 2 points. That's going to be a hit for Jaden Penny. Penny's going to look to attack and score. Great take by Jaden Penny. Penny right into Gordon. Gordon back for Bianchini. Bianchini calls a play and from the backcourt. McNeil with the little fake on Kylie Speedy, got to the rim, rebound to Andrea Wright. Outlet pass deflected. Not sure who got a hand on that, but it comes up Hornets ball. Parent on the screen, roll, McNeil 3-pointer. Rebound Gordon. No good. Parent on the inside, fouled by Andrea Wright. You see Eva Tamwine check in here for the Freeze. Eva has been nursing an ankle injury since the tournament weekend in Halifax. She's going to try to give it a go here for this short-staffed Freeze team. I know she wanted to be on the floor last night, tried it in warm-up, couldn't make it work. Trying the same thing again here today and able to get in the game. Looks like she was moving in warm-up with a little bit of pain, but manageable for Eva to get in the game. Jazz Parrott from the line. McDonald off for Penny. Ahead for Bowers. Bowers for Speedy. Speedy. Nice penetration, Kylie Speedy. Little floater through the lane. Jay Laverne passes it back to Courtney Donaldson. Donaldson kicks. That's Widmeyer from the far side. Good weak side rebound by Sarah Gordon. She gets multiple opportunities inside before finally picking up a foul on somebody. It's going to go on Jaden Penny. Gordon also picked up a Community Engagement Award yesterday and interviewed her pre-game. Gordon, firefighter and paramedic. Of course, what she does in her work uniform way more important than what she does here in the Hornets uniform, at least from a community perspective. I know playing here is important to her and important to the league to have her, but just one example of the many, many great women that are in this league. Women like Sarah Gordon, who are out in the working world mentoring some of the players that are still in university, just joining the working world, all those types of things. They're all mentoring the youth teams. It's just amazing to see, amazing to be part of. Katie Daly Turnaround jump shot. Rebound, Ava Widmeyer. Renee Goodman checks in for the Freeze. That's Donaldson. Jump ball as Eve McDonald earned that jump ball for the Freeze. Katie Daly was there as well. Looked like McDonald on the tie-up though. A little bit of pressure from the Hornets. Verney and Donaldson picking up in the backcourt of the Freeze, their front court. Verney for Speedy. Good closeout by Donaldson not to allow Speedy space for the shot. Daly with 5 to shoot. Daly blocked by Sarah Gordon. Great defense by Sarah Gordon just to get space, and a great run out by Gordon. She's going to get 2 points for her efforts. Eve McDonald on the catch. Speedy. Daly attacks the rebound, and there's going to be a foul somewhere here. Going to be a foul on Katie Daly. It's one of those calls that I don't understand. And we in bonus, I guess. We're going to walk the length of the court. We should be taking shots here, I believe. Katie Daly looking for an explanation from the official as well. I thought Katie Daly had a path to the ball there.
That was a terrible thing.
Now we're going to talk about who's shooting the shot, I think.
She wasn't even the one that got ran.
It's going to be Jasmine Parent. Jazz played with St. Mary's in Acadia. Appeared in a National U Sports Championship. 12.7 points per game, makes her 10th in the league. And third on the team, the Hornets, 3 of the top 10 league scorers at 8, 9, and 10 in Brown, Donaldson, and Parent. Hornets up 11. I know this is more points than the Freeze want to give up in a quarter at 24. Rebound, Eve McDonald back outside for Renee Goodman, and Kylie Speedy inside for Katie Butts. Katie Butts over Hannah Brown. That's a good catch and good patience by Katie Butts to get the lay-in. Shot missed by Eva Widmeyer at the buzzer. It'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, where it will be Hornets 24, Freeze 15, so a +9. Let's have a look now at these teams' head-to-head records. As mentioned, they've played twice. May 13th in Fredericton at the Fredericton weekend at Bliss Carman. It was the Saturday evening game. It was the Freeze 93, Hornets 69. Katie Butts had 20, Katie McAfee 19, Kylie Speedy 14, Eva Tamwine 12. Hannah Brown 26 for the game high. Sophia Widmeyer 9, Jasmine Parent with 9 as well. And June 4th at St. Mary's, it was the Hornets 84-79 winners. Freeze got down 13 early, battled back to take the lead. The Hornets went up late. Freeze did have a chance to tie, but a three-pointer missed the mark. Sophia Widmeyer, great game with 26 points. Hannah Brown, 19. Courtney Donaldson, 15. McNeil 15, Bianchini 11. Effort from Bianchini earned her Player of the Week for that weekend. Kylie Speedy had 22. Ali McCarthy 17. Robbie Daly 12 and Eva Tamwine 11 before she was injured in the fourth quarter of that one. The Freeze, they come in with the fourth-ranked offense in the league at 78.1 points per game. Second-ranked defense at 70.6. Hornets, they scored at a clip of 84.1 per game. That's the second-best offense. And 78.2 on the defensive side, the fourth-best defense. Jasmine Parent scores again, give her 8 on the game. Bowers on the miss. Verney on the drive. Verney, Brown, Donaldson, Eva Wismeyer, and Jazz Parent for the Hornets to start this quarter. Daly, Bowers, Speedy, Butts, and the other Daly. So a Daly double here, starting the quarter for Coach Kevin Daly. Butts with a nice pass to Kylie Speedy, but there's Hannah Brown just to pick it right off. Thought it was a nice handoff to the running back on the way by there, but Hannah Brown played linebacker, just took the ball away. Eva Widmeyer with a nice score for the Hornets, now doubling up the Freeze at 30-15. Nice pass and score for Robbie Daly. Freeze with their player scratch. We're always going to be in tough in this one with Katie McAfee out, Ali McCarthy out, Eva Tamwine really playing on a gimpy ankle. And a third place game always very tough emotionally. It's particularly tough for this Freeze squad today to get back up for this one after the way they lost last night. It was such a roller coaster of a game, and I know they were deeply, deeply disappointed by the way the game turned out. Just the momentum swung so much in favor of St. John in that second half. The Freeze just could not stop the roll of the tide as the fog came rolling in. .11 to go, first half, 30-19. Widmeyer for Brown. Franchetto with a nice drive and score off the window. Robbie Daly's intended target was sister Katie. Instead, it's picked off by the Hornets. Andy Wright with a pickoff of the pass at the other end ahead for Kylie Speedy. Speedy brings the ball to the middle of the court and goes right at Hannah Brown. Katie Butts fights for the rebound. Kicks outside for Speedy for a three-pointer. Back to a 10-point margin. Make it 12. As Bianchini gets right to the bucket to score two. Freeze having a bit of a difficult time stopping the ball. Speedy, a deep three-pointer. Instead, we're going to have an offensive foul on Katie Butts bowling over Tony Bianchini. Leah Martin back in for Halifax. Timeout called by the Fredericton Freeze and Coach Kevin Daly. Great time now to thank some sponsors. As a national health solutions provider, MWBA is proud to help the MWBA athletes achieve their hoop dreams. Best wishes for a successful season on and off the court from MWBA. MWBA would like to thank league founding partner Royale Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. I'm having fun reading that one all weekend long. Dairy Farmers of New Brunswick, PEI, and Nova Scotia are proud sponsors of the MWBA as well. When shopping for groceries, be sure to look for the Dairy Farmers of Canada quality milk logo. This means the product was made with 100% Canadian milk produced according to some of the world's strictest standards. League sponsors to mention Cushman Wakefield Realty Atlantic, Support for Sport, and Cox and Palmer as the official legal counsel. Set out of the timeout, the Freeze send out Butts, Double Daly, that's Robbie and Katie, Andrea Wright and Kylie Speedy. For the Hornets, Sophia Widmeyer, Hannah Brown, Leah Martin, Miriam Franchetto, and Tony Bianchini. That's Bianchini with the ball there. Speedy collides with Bianchini. It's going to go on Bianchini. It's just one of those in the wrong place fouls. Bianchini checks on Speedy, makes sure she's okay. Butts for Speedy. Speedy gets a lane and scores 2 points. Speedy goes righty on the left side. Cuts the lead to 10. Bianchini for Widmeyer. Inside for Hannah Brown. Nice double from Andrea Wright. Now Bianchini on the kick out. It's going to be a foul on Andrea Wright. Quick feed of Tony Bianchini. Hannah Brown out to Leah Martin. Franchetto was looking for the rebound. Instead, it was Speedy. That's Robbie Daly, who makes a long 2 points. Daly tied up with Bianchini momentarily there. Now it's ahead for Leah Martin. Length of Leah Martin catches that ball over Andrea Wright, gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Franchetto, who misses from deep. Speedy whacked there a couple of times by the Hornets. That one will sting a little bit for Kylie Speedy. She's going to shake that off and head to the line to shoot some free throws. There we see the nice kick out for the two-pointer from Robbie Daly. Set the toe on the line. Katie Daly bringing the ball up now for the Freeze. Uses a Katie Butts screen. Free space. Now Butts screens again. Katie, turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound, Katie Butts, blocked from behind by Leah Martin. Nice block by Martin. Oh, nice stop by Bianchini to find Martin. Martin with a little circus shot over the shoulder. Doesn't go down, right on the rebound, ahead for Speedy. Speedy off glass, scores 2. Freeze now make it a 6-point game as they're working their way back into this one against this Hornets team. Martin for Widmeyer. Beautiful looking shot there from Sophia Widmeyer. Oh, beautiful passing play by the Freeze. Robbie Daly on the cut. Katie Daly, Katie Butts all working together there on that one. Subs coming for the Hornets. Donaldson, Gordon, and Eva Widmeyer will check in. Franchetto, Brown, and Martin to the bench. In for the Freeze is Eve McDonald and Jenny Enqua. Freeze rechecking all of the matchups here. Everyone's pointing at everyone else. Who you got? Jaden Penny will check in. Looks like Penny is going to guard Bianchini in this lineup. Oh, Freeze actually dropping into a zone here. Gordon with a rebound from the weak side, kicks it back outside into the hands of Jaden Penny. Great defense by Penny. Penny, a former soccer keeper, just has really, really good hands. Andrea Wright with a catch from the post on the inside, turns and scores two. Wright gets on the board here at TD Station. Wright's an interesting story. Told it a few times. Heard about the league through the media, social media in particular. Put her name in the pot, thought, hey, I'd like to come try this out. Might be my last chance at competitive basketball. And has been a player for the Freeze here all season long. Lives in California. Should ought to add that in there. She's been back and forth to California a couple times this season, in for tryouts, back for the season, and then a week back home or so, and then here finish the season with the Freeze. That's just what this league can mean to players from all around. The focus is on Maritime and Maritime athlete connections. But we see Reynolds and Cajarini come down from Ontario to participate. And Wright in from California and out of the U.S. for this. Been a number of years since she played professionally and at the NCAA level. There's Wright on the drive. She's going to score 2 more points. 6-point game. Donaldson. Eve McDonald took a hard shot to the head there. And she's down. I think, unfortunately, that Eve's probably going to pick up the foul on that one. Eve gets the insult to the injury. .252 to go here in the first half. Hornets by 6. Eve pops back up. She'll come out of this one. See Robbie Daly check back in. See if Eve can shake that off. Trainer coming down to check on Eve. There's been great work here by the trainers all weekend long. There's been a few players who've needed attention for various reasons, and they have been right there throughout. Timeout on the floor. Get a mention in here that I haven't all weekend long. Fans, if you're watching this and you're in New Brunswick or the area and you're a fan of basketball, there's a unique piece of history right here in New Brunswick. The world's oldest basketball court. It lives in St. Stephen, the oldest existing basketball court. Think of Naismith and the Peach Basket commercial. It's a court like that. It does have the baskets up there. Coming up in August 11th through 13th. There is a golf tournament in St. Andrews called the Archie, thearchie.ca, all your information on that. Celebrity tournament, a good friend of mine, Tom Liston, part of that world's oldest committee looking after the Archie. I'm pleased to be able to get a quick mention in for Tom on this one. Lots of celebrities in the sporting and basketball world come in town, and just a great time there. The Algonquin is the host hotel for that, so those familiar with the Algonquin will know what kind of tournament we're talking about here and the quality of presentation that will be. Back in play. Widmeyer on the drive. Going to be off of Widmeyer. She disagrees completely with the official's call on that one. Freeze can make this a 2-possession game with a 2, a 1-possession game with a 3. Here's we're late in the first half. First half that, no. Offensive foul on Andrea Wright. That's going to be her 3rd. Renee Goodman off the bench. That will be for, I'm sure, Andrea Wright. Goodman will be guarding Sophia Widmeyer by the looks of things. Renee Goodman will be going to McGill in the fall. Pursue PhD. Thermophysics, as I understand it. It's an absolutely great teammate, great individual is Renee. Super hard worker, never gives up on anything. That's a 3-pointer made by Sarah Gordon. Suddenly could have been a 1-possession game, is now up to a 9-point lead. Big swing there on the foul and 3-point make. Daly, I was going to say she corralled the ball, but then she lost it again. Goodman on the take was trying to beat the shot clock into the hands of Jazz Parent, though. And that is off the heel of Sarah Gordon, out of bounds. Just a little unforced ball handling error. That's a volleyball term working in here for you this afternoon, folks. Speedy checks in for Jaden Penny. Speedy on the catch. Uses the Jenny Enqua screen. They're teammates for UNB. Speedy deep 3, no good. Katie Daly got a hand on the rebound. Didn't have enough stick-em. Gets the ball in that one hand. Bounces out of bounds over to the Hornets. Oh, good double team by the Freeze. Hornets working around really well to get the jump shot from the far sideline. That's Eva Widmeyer. Now it's back to 12. We were 6 with an opportunity for it to be a 1-possession game. All the way back up to 12. Those triples add up really quickly for the Hornets. They push the lead back up. 10 to shoot as Daly cuts through the key. Draws a foul. She'll shoot 2. Referee steps in to make the call. Catherine Korovets checks in. Korovets played at MSVU last season. Jill Durling makes an appearance for the Freeze as well. She'll come in for Jenny Enqua. 50.2 seconds left here in this half. And it'll be the final half of basketball, barring overtime for these two teams here in the league this year in this 3rd place game. Coming up at 3, the host, Port City Fog, take on the undefeated Halifax Thunder. You couldn't really, from a tournament and league perspective, ask for better matchups than we've had this weekend long in terms of the storylines that they've brought. The All-New Brunswick semifinal, the All-Halifax semifinal, a New Brunswick team and a Halifax team in the final. The New Brunswick team being the host, the Nova Scotia team being undefeated. The storylines are just absolutely amazing here. There's just so much to talk about. Just great to be a part of, and I've been privileged all weekend long, part of this awesome crew here from Maritime Athletic Profiles as well. We're doing great work all weekend long. Even then, streaming some of the provincial team action here as well when they've been in the building and being set up to get that out there. Of course, not like commentary or anything like that, but just, you know, a little extra work here from a great crew. Well, got a little bit of time. Might as well pay some bills here and thank some sponsors. Proud founding partner of the MWBA, MetaV, is excited about the potential impact this league will have on our local courts and in our local communities. They're cheering for the league's success. Royale is a proud supporter of MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. Dairy Farmers New Brunswick, PI, and Nova Scotia are proud sponsors of the MWBA, as are Cushman Wakefield Realty Atlantic and Support for Sport. Goodman, Durling, Speedy, and the two dailies, Katie and Robbie, for the Freeze. Eva Widmeyer, Kat Korovitz, Jazz Parent, Alicia McNeil, and Courtney Donaldson for the Hornets. In for Parent, outside for McNeil. That's Donaldson. She's on fire for 30 points on Friday night, misses off the rim that time. Katie Daly tripped on the way by. Unintentional, just the feet get tied up. That's going to be on Donaldson. Great pregame interview with Courtney. Just asked her about the breadth of women's basketball we saw here this weekend. We've seen kids as young as 9. We've seen this league. We've seen the age class, under 15, under 17. We've seen women's champions from the 80s honored here this weekend long, and every age group in between in the building. The young kids looking up to the players, and her eyes just lit up when I asked the question, just how special that is to see that happen. Amazing to see the connections this league makes between generations, and know the mentorship that happens between all of the athletes, these athletes to the youth teams to the really young teams, and the parents to all the players. Just a special thing that this league produces. Katie Daly, good from the line. Katie, a great story in herself, played at UNB, overcame knee injury in high school to walk on with the Reds. Played 38 games. Just so tough. And such a dedicated individual. Absolute high competitive drive in Katie Daly. See the miss there, but Amay at the buzzer. Or close to the buzzer, I guess. We're not quite there. There's the buzzer. We will go to the halftime with the Freeze down 9 to the Hornets, or the Hornets up 9 if you prefer. 47-38. So that quarter is 23-23. Played even in that quarter after the Hornets got up 9 after the first. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Maritime Athletic Profiles coverage of the bronze medal game of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association Legacy Cup. Come on back in about 14 and a half minutes, and I'll have second half action for you. Hi fans, welcome back to TD Station here in St. John. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Maritime Athletic Profiles coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association Legacy Cup. This is the bronze medal game. Halifax Hornets 47, Fredericton Freeze 38 at the half. Leading scorers, first for the Freeze, Cotty Speedy 14, Katie Daly 7, Robbie Daly 9, Jaden Penny 2, Katie Butts with 2, and Andrea Wright with 4. For the Hornets, Tony Bianchini 2, Miriam Franchetto 2, Sophia Widmeyer 6, Ava Widmeyer 8, Jazz Parent 8, Sarah Gordon 7, Courtney Donaldson 10, Leah Martin 2, and Jayla Verney 2. About set to go here. Nice look at the Hornets huddle. Was 24-15 after the first. That's plus 9 for the Hornets. Both teams were put up 23 points in the second quarter to give us the game total 47-38. I know Coach Kevin Daly of the Freeze, he's looking for something more around 14, 15, 16 points a quarter given up, not 24 and 23 like the Freeze have here today. However, tough for these teams to get up after losing to their closest rivals in the semifinals last night. The Hornets lost to the Thunder, the Freeze to the Fog, so it'll be the host Port City Fog and the undefeated Halifax Thunder in the final coming up here after this one. The building is starting to fill in a little bit more. Starting to be a buzz in the air. I've heard some good things about ticket sales today. If you're listening, you're in the St. John area, get yourself on down here to TD Station. You know what a beautiful building you've got here in this fine city that I've absolutely loved being in all weekend long. If you haven't seen this basketball in person, get here and see it. It's great basketball. The storylines are absolutely unbelievable. The women are top-notch. It's great play. Get here and see that. But, of course, if you can't get here, we'll continue with us online. We'll have it all afternoon long, and we'll stay right here as the championship is awarded as well. Speedy on the miss, but a takeaway by Bowers, and she gets 2 to go off the glass. Speedy, Bowers, Butts, Robbie Daly, and Katie Daly for the Freeze. Courtney Donaldson, Jasmine Parent, Sophia Widmeyer, Miriam Franchetto, and Hannah Brown for the Hornets to start Q3. That's Brown on Butts. Pretty decent defense there by Butts. Got a hand up, forced Brown to take a tough shot. Now Butts is going to back down Brown and shoot right over the top and score 2. Katie Butts going to work here to start the second half. Butts plays at UNB. Brown, one of the greatest ever in AUS and U sport. First team All-Canadian. 1 point in time. Speedy on the miss. Butts on the board. She's going to get that one up. Hornets bench wanted a travel. The Freeze bench were looking for a foul. Looks like pretty good defense from Jasmine Parent, and also good work by Butts just to get the ball up. Brown's going to shoot over Butts this time. Gets that one to bounce over the front of the rim. Lovely how soft these rims are here at TD Station. Sometimes you see arena basketball and the rims are really, really tight. These rims pretty soft. You get the ball up on top, it gives it a chance to go in. Donaldson kicks out. Franchetto from the far side, too strong. Kylie Speedy with the tap to Katie Butts. Butts is going to dribble. That's a big head of steam for Katie Butts. She gets some contact there from Hannah Brown and leaves the shot well short. Not sure that's the role you want Katie Butts in, as handling on the dribble. Butts out of Ontario, another great story. She referees as well, does Katie Butts. That's one of the undervalued parts of the game. Everybody talks about the officials every game, but nobody really steps up to be an official, and if the game is to grow, we need a lot more of officials, particularly on the women's side. There's not a lot of women's officials around, in New Brunswick in particular. Don't know the Nova Scotia officials landscape quite as well. And I know there's the league's lead official, probably watching along at home this weekend on this one. Hello, Jen Lloyd, if you're out there watching along. I know you would be pleased to see more female officials step up. And if you are interested in being official, reach out to the league. I'm sure they'll put you in contact with Jen, and she would absolutely love to have that conversation with you. Bowers whacked on the drive. Little body contact there from Franchetto. Freeze down 9. That's where we were to start the second quarter and to start the half. Bowers, a great free throw shooter in her time at UNB. She's 10th all time in three-pointers made is Bowers in the AUS. Third in the history of the Reds program, UNB program. Various names that it has had over the years. I go all the way back to the Red Bloomers time in my day of youth. And then when I was at university, it changed to the Varsity Reds when they brought all the nicknames under one umbrella. And they since dropped varsity and are just the Reds. I still have a hard time not saying varsity sometimes when I'm talking about UNB, but that program that Leah Bauer is such a big part of. And in fact, Leah involved in selecting the new coach of the Women's Reds. And what a great hire that is for the Women's Reds program. And there's another Red right on cue, and Katie Butts scoring 2. We're down to a 4-point game. Saw the Freeze make a run in the first half. The Hornets will able to answer. Let's see what they've got this time. That's Donaldson. Leaves it short into the hands of Katie Daly, off for Leah Bowers. Bowers for Speedy. Speedy's got a lane. She's got 2 points. Timeout Hornets as the Freeze are on a run. Now down to a one-possession, 2-point game. Coach Mark Forward says, let's put on the brakes here. Let's have a little chat. Let's break the momentum and get things back together on both ends of the court. You see the look inside for Brown. Brown with the one that bounces in over the rim. Another great angle of the pass inside here to Parent. He gets one to go off glass. And here we see Speedy with the nice pass to the cutting Robbie Daly. That was a great play. Speedy delivering another pass to Daly. Goes to work inside. Now Bowers to Speedy, and Speedy with a little teardrop. Just a great set of replays there, the great action here at TD Station. In what is now my second favorite city in New Brunswick. St. John and rapidly on the rise. Tell you, it wouldn't take much to boost it above my hometown of Fredericton in my list right now. Super impressed with St. John this weekend and all it has to offer. If you haven't been, check out the city and all the things that are around the city here. Lots of great tourism within, I'll say, a half hour or so. You've got St. Martin's, you've got in the other direction, La Poro. St. George is a beautiful area. Lots of nice little beaches here around St. John, including New River and the Fundy Trail, my absolute favorite place to visit in New Brunswick from a tourist perspective. Katie Daly ties it up with a banker off the glass. Now, as much as I appreciate my hometown, St. John's been impressive this weekend for sure. Butts now on the rebound. The Freeze can take a lead with a score. Daly for the lead. Oh, that one jammed. Rebound, Hannah Brown. Ahead for Alicia McNeil. Nice reverse from Alicia McNeil. It doesn't go. Brown with the loose change scores 2. Bowers for Daly. That's almost 2 in a row. Daly's jammed right in that same spot. That one stuck up there. Going to get the broom out and give it a little. That one stuck good. Took a couple pokes from the broom to get that out of there. Jaden Penny off the bench. Penny will come in for Katie Daly. Hornets up 2. They will be Hornets ball. It will be on alternating possession. The next jump ball will be to the Freeze. The jump ball situation. The ball gets jammed in the rim like that. Otherwise known as a wedgie. Donaldson with an open jump shot. She's going to make that more times than not. But cross-court pass, a little too strong for Kylie Speedy. Looking for Speedy to be exactly on the baseline, and Speedy was a little farther up on the wing. Bianchini calls a play. Goes at Robbie Daly. Nice drive by Bianchini, a great rebound by Gordon. Great response here by the Hornets after the Freeze tied it up. They're now up 6. Speedy, front rim on the 3. Another rebound for the Hornets. And Donaldson on the run. Donaldson brings it back out. Looks for the cutting Martin. Another great play by the Hornets, and they score 2 more. Courtney Donaldson, just a smart move there to get into the key, not force the matter, wait for teammates. Had a great cutter in Leah Martin, and now it's an 8-point bulge again all of a sudden. We were tied. Now it's back to 5 as Leah Bowers cans a triple. Leah Martin well away from the rim with the ball for Sarah Gordon. Gordon on the take, met by Penny and Butts. Jenny Enqua will check in. This will be for Katie Butts. Butts really got the Freeze going in the start of this third quarter. Has helped them claw back and tie it. Since seeing that Hornets open up the 5-point lead that they have. Bianchini, 2 to shoot. Right through for 2. We're back up to 7. Over for Speedy. Speedy. Nice closeout by Sarah Gordon to make that a tough shot for Kylie Speedy. Alicia McNeil. McNeil played at Mount St. Vincent for Coach Mark Forward. Won multiple championships for the Mystics. Heard she may be bound for X next year, although I haven't seen that official announcement. Several people have told me that. So we will assume that's probably true. That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Robbie Daly. On Tony Bianchini. Gives the ball back over to the Hornets. Jasmine Parent, Kat Korovitz will check in. Korovitz, another Mystic player for Coach Mark Ford in the last few seasons. Played with McNeil, some championship teams. And she's another player, much like Leah Martin, that is longer when you walk by her in person than she is when you see her on the court. Kat Korovitz has got more length than I thought she had. Now the lead is fully back up to 9 after the Freeze had cut the 9-point lead to 0. The Hornets with a great response to that challenge by the Freeze. See if the Freeze have got another run in them as Bianchini misses a deep one. That's Korovitz Unings the length, but over the back on Bowers. And your Wright checks back in. 4 points, 3 fouls for Wright as she enters the game. Robbie Daly, 9 will, with 11 points, will exit. Kat Korovitz, just go back to that, was a second team all-conference in the ACA this year. That team that defeated Mount A. It's about 7 points per game for the Hornets on this season. Penny, Speedy, Katie Daly, Jenny Enkwa, and Andrea Wright. That's your Freeze 5 for the Hornets. Leah Martin, Jazz Parent, Tony Bianchini, Kat Korovitz, and Alicia McNeil. Speedy for 3. Back to a 6-point game. And now Speedy with the takeaway. Speedy on McNeil has Jenny Enkwa. Jenny Enkwa fouled by Alicia McNeil. McNeil jumps up in the air, doesn't think she committed the foul. That'll send Jenny Enkwa to the line. Out of Brampton. Was about a 5-point player for the Reds this past season. Roughly the same here with the Freeze in her 10 games. Had a couple of great interviews with Jenny this season. She's an absolute great individual. 4-point game again as the Freeze now have battled back. Bit of a game of runs here in Q3. Oh, nice ball movement. Leah Martin to Jazz Parent. Andrea Wright was looking for the pass for Jenny Enkwa. Nice steal by Alicia McNeil, and quickly the other way, Kat Korovitz. Can't make the 3, but there's the long arms of Leah Martin. Finding Korovitz again, who will be good on the second attempt. (68-59) in favor now of the Hornets, back up to a 9-point lead. Katie Daly, a miss on the triple. Brown, Eva Widmeyer, and Courtney Donaldson will check in. Widmeyer will inbound for Donaldson. Defended by Wright on the pass from Parent. Wright has Daly. Nice steal by Donaldson. Donaldson's going to go the other way with it. Run right into Kylie Speedy. Jenny Enqua on the rebound as the quarter will come to an end. The Freeze came back to tie it. The Hornets went up by 9. Freeze cut that down again, but we're right back to a 9-point game. 68-59. So it's a 21-21 third quarter. The Freeze have already given up just about as many points in a game as they like to, where Coach Daly Ames is right around that 70 mark. So full marks to the Hornets offense here for challenging the Freeze in a big way. See a nice look inside the huddles. First the Hornets, now the Freeze. They're looking at their final quarter of basketball here on the season.
Welcome back, basketball fans. I'm here with Tony Bianchini. Tony, you guys have played hard all weekend. What's your biggest takeaway? Definitely just how we came together as a team at the end. We struggled early, but we came together this weekend and we are communicating, talking, and playing hard together. And we're finally having some fun. So that's the main point of why we're here. There's been a lot of back and forth here in the third quarter. What do the Hornets need to do to pull away? As Janice would say, Hawks.
Just great in-house interviews here. I'm just listening along to the between quarter interviews that the Fog are doing here. A couple quick questions to the players in game, and they're really well done. See more replays there of the action. Speedy with the three-pointer. Bowers, Daly, Butts, Speedy, and the other Daly, Robbie, for the Freeze. That's Kylie Speedy with a deep three. That one should almost be worth 4. It was so deep. Donaldson on the drive. Parent on the rebound, put back and miss off to Leah Bowers for the Hornets. Eva Widmeyer, Jazz Parent, Kat Korovets, and Courtney Donaldson, along with Hannah Brown. Speedy again for 3. Rebound inside Katie Daly. The putback is good. We're back to a 4-point game. Good start to the fourth quarter for the Freeze. See if they go back to Perrin against Daly. Kick out for Korovets and Donaldson. Donaldson on the drive for Widmeyer. That shot up short. Robbie Daly on the catch. Freeze again can make it a one-possession game with a score. And it is a one-possession game, in fact, a one-point game, as Leah Bowers tickles the twine for a triple. Gets Sarah Gordon off the bench. She'll check in. Jazz Parent can't make the turnaround. Robbie Daly. Freeze can lead with a 2-pointer on this trip. Bowers is going to try for 3. Can't get the back-to-back triples to go. Rebound Jazz Parent, and we're off to Courtney Donaldson. Donaldson. Freeze did not like that call from the official. Leah Bowers does not complain very often. She's going to get called with the block. Freeze wanted the offensive call with the arm out.
Leah Bowers assessed the foul on the play. Her fourth, team's first.
It's going to be Bowers' 4th foul. Eva Tamwine will check in, and there's Bowers with the steal. Says, you're not going to give me the foul, I'll just take the ball away. Inside for Butts. Butts, spin move for the lead. No good. Rebound, Sarah Gordon. She's been really good for the Hornets all weekend long. Just some key plays at key moments for Sarah Gordon. Speaking of good for the Hornets, here's Sophia Widmeyer. Robbie Daly on the rebound. Daly pull up, shot. That one no good. Hannah Brown on the miss. Freeze have had a couple opportunities to take the lead. Haven't been able to capitalize. Donaldson is going to go at Bowers, miss, get her own rebound and score 2. Bowers have to be really careful not to pick up the 5th. Back to a 3-point game. Off to Kylie Speedy. Speedy double teamed. Gets through it and now kicks to the corner for Leah Bowers. Katie Butts looking to rip the rebound away. This is going to be possession error on the jump ball to the Hornets. Eva Tumwine in for Leah Bowers. Again, the Freeze battle back from 9 down. The Hornets now responded with a score there. Some good defense. Gordon had Brown in the post and said for Jayla Burney on the far side. Now Brown can't make from downtown. Katie Daly just loses the handle. Brown for Gordon. Back to Verney. Verney is trouble from deep. Bianchini can't get it to go. Speedy is trying to let the rebound come to her. Instead, it's Bianchini. Got a piece of that one, and it went off to Widmeyer, who gave the Hornets a second chance. Now Gordon gives them a third. 7 to shoot. Sophia Widmeyer uses the screen. Caught on the double dribble. Like a little miscommunication between Brown and Widmeyer. Brown was thinking screen, Widmeyer maybe handoff. Just got caught on the double dribble there. Break for the Freeze. Again, cut into the lead. Jenny Enquaz into the game. Robbie Daly with the athletic take. Daly's just a phenomenal athlete. Played at Dalhousie and SMU. 98 career AOS games, AOS all-rookie team for Robbie. Over 2,300 minutes of U Sports action. And of course, sister Katie on this team and sister Kelsey McLaughlin plays for Moncton. Freeze again back within 1. 5:45 to play, quarter 4 in the bronze medal game. Widmeyer from deep. Can't get it to go. Eva Tumwine fights for the rebound. She gets it through, but it's right into the hands of Sophia Widmeyer. Eva Tumwine didn't get help in the corner from her teammates. Wasn't much she could do with that ball. Penny drives baseline. Loses the handle out of bounds. Back to 3-point game again. Coach Kevin Daly with a walk down the bench to have a look to see if he's got any other options he would like to pursue. Chooses not to. Jazz Parent checks back in for Hannah Brown. Jaden Penny again with the good hands. Oh, great hustle from Bianchini, but it's Speedy who comes away with the ball. Off to Jenny Enqua. Jenny with the fake. Speedy hadn't reestablished herself back inbounds before she got the ball. A little help from the Hornets bench there on that call. Coach Forward says, I want a timeout. Fans, as a National Health Solutions partner, MWBA supports initiatives that improve the well-being of Canadians. That's their mission, and that's why they are proud to be a founding partner of the MWBA. MWBA wishes best of luck on the season. They're cheering for the league's success on and off the court. MWBA would like to thank founding partner Royale. Royale, a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. Dairy farmers of New Brunswick, PEI, and Nova Scotia are proud sponsors of the MWBA. When shopping for groceries, be sure to look for the Dairy Farmers of Canada quality milk logo. This means the product was made with 100% Canadian milk, produced according to some of the world's strictest standards. Other key league sponsors, Cushman Wakefield Realty Atlantic, and Support for Sport. Reminder, coming up after this one, we've got a great finish to come here in a 3-point game. Approximately scheduled 3 p.m. chart start is the championship game. Host Fog, lots of Fog shirts filling in the arena here now. And the undefeated Halifax Thunder. That should be a really, really good game. Both teams are deep. Good work by the Hornets inside for Jazz Parent as she finishes inside. Jazz is a great scorer on the inside like that. Just a great finisher. Daly, outside for Speedy. Speedy met by Jazz Parent, who takes the ball away. Up to a 5-point lead again for the Hornets, as Leah Bowers has checked back in. And Coach Daly goes big with both Butts and Enqua on the court. That's a triple. Drop through from Sarah Gordon. And now suddenly we're back to an 8-point game. Freeze have got it to as few as 1. Travel called as the pivot foot drags for Katie Daly. Courtney Donaldson checks back in. Kind of wondered what kind of game we were going to see from these teams, as they both were really, really, put through the ringer yesterday, losing to their arch rivals in the semis, whether they could get it geared back up for this one. Took a little bit. Freeze started a little slower than the Hornets, but both teams really have been focused on winning this one. Wondered a little bit whether we'd see the coaches, say, hey, this is a game that doesn't matter a whole lot. Let's play some players who haven't gone on the court a whole lot this season or this weekend. And that really hasn't been the case. Both teams have stuck pretty true to their familiar substitution routines here. They both look for the win, and now the Hornets up 10 on the Freeze. Do the Freeze have yet another comeback in them? Offensive foul called on the Freeze. That's the third on Jenny Enqua. Courtney Donaldson up to 14 points on the game with that last score for the Hornets. That's Donaldson with the ball. Was looking for 16. Daly on the rebound. Ahead for Speedy. Speedy uses the Katie Butts screen. Now off for Robbie Daly, who shoots the 3. Hannah Brown rips the rebound away. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Hannah Brown, making contact with Kylie Speedy. Brown doesn't think so. She has a conversation with the official on the other side. When it was the official on the baseline who made the call. It's going to be Brown second. Only has 4 points on the game, which is a lower total than we're used to seeing for Hannah Brown. However, the team in the right spot, up 10 with 2:35 to go. Katie Butts turnaround jump shot. A lot of growth in Katie Butts this season. Seen her really work on the outside game a little bit in this league. She's going to be danger in the AOS next season after going against some of the great bigs that we've had here in this league. Anyone who knows me at all knows that I love the play of the bigs, the Browns, the Parents, the Leah Martins, the Katie Butts, the Jenny Enquas. It goes on and on throughout the league here. The Kaylee Kilpatricks. Love the old school post play style. And Katie Butts has got to match up against some of the best in this league all season long. And has certainly grown from the experience. Katie Daly on the drive, rebound Alicia McNeil, push. But a travel on the Hornets, called on McNeil. 1:55 to play, the ball will go back to the Freeze. Well, I've got a moment. I'd like to thank the entire Freeze organization for allowing me to be part of their season, both here in this role and allowing me to go along to some road games in the preseason. And even in the regular season as well. Attend some of their practices, their tryouts, really incorporate me into the team a little bit more than I would usually be in the webcast position role that I have. It's been a great experience for me to get to know the women that are involved with the team, the coaching staff, all of that. So big thanks to Brad James, Kevin Daly, and all of the players for that. Found it super interesting to see, even from the tryout stage, how Coach Daly and Anthony Ash and Colleen Daly were building the system that they wanted in place for this Freeze team, and to see that build throughout the year and the adjustments that they would make in practices following games, what they learned and what they saw, and just how they would execute things, and certainly some inside insights on the Freeze and everything that goes around being part of a team. Just has been phenomenal for me, and I know it's the same on all the other 5 teams around the league in terms of what happens in the inner workings of a team. It's fascinating. There's a lot of things that I learn myself, and the most cherished part for me is getting to know the players and their stories, and I absolutely enjoy being able to tell them to folks at home as much as I can. .121 to go here in quarter 4. 79-71. Favor of the Hornets. Hornets were last year's champions, so we won't have a repeat champion. And we see already the Thunder and the Fog are doing a little calisthenic work on the end line, the Zamboni end. They try to limber up in advance of their game. Well, I think we'll have all kinds of, well, not all kinds, but several presentations here after game, player of the game, possibly all-stars from these teams. I'm not sure when they're doing those exactly. So we'll stick around for that. I'm going to try to go down and maybe get a post-game interview. Not certain that the players will be up for that. They may want to just get out of here, but we'll try. Gordon on the putback, rebound to Butts, 49 seconds to go, the Freeze down 8. Butts is going to go coast to coast. No, she's not. She's going to pull it back out. Butts instead will shoot the turnaround jump shot and be fouled by Hannah Brown. It's actually not bad for the Freeze to get an opportunity to score points with the clock stopped right now. Tough mountain to climb for them right at the moment, down 8. So you'll take any you can get with the clock stopped. 2 here from Butts. We're in a 2-possession game at that point in time. That would be really changing the outlook of the game for them. There's a 2 from Butts. Now the 2-possession game with a 6-point difference. Now they need to stop. A quick steal would be ideal. They can't get that. It's Donaldson into the front court for Widmeyer. Widmeyer thought about the 3, said, no, let's run some clock. We're up 6. Back for Bianchini for Brown in the post. Nice move, Hannah Brown, but she left it just a little bit short. Have to wonder if that's just a little bit of 3 games in 3 days here for the Hornets. Speedy gets to the key. She's going to be fouled by Brown, and Speedy will get a chance for 2 with the clock stopped. Only 11.6 to go, though. It does look like the Hornets are likely to take this one. As Kylie Speedy go to the line. Speedy shoots it in the mid-80s in the AUS. That's not a statistic that's kept or available at the league level here in the evolution of the MWBA. Someday, I'm sure we'll have evolution of the stats packages and whatnot as well that are available. Not at that level quite just yet. 5th foul on Brown, so she will come out.
So Hannah Brown picked up her 5th foul of the game. That foul's correct. Fans, make some noise over Hannah Brown.
11.6 to go. Kylie Speedy on the line. Do have a check-in here just from Brad James via text letting us know that Eve McDonald is okay after the collision that she took in the first half. Was checked out by the medical personnel. And there's Eve on the bench right there, number 7. 4-point game, 76-75 as Speedy converts from the line. Timeout taken. Just looking across, I'm in the concourse level here on the side opposite the entrance to TD Station, if you know what I mean by that, fans. So that's where I'm situated. And there's a steady stream of people at the door right now. Told ticket sales were pretty good for this game coming up at 3. Still 20 minutes away from that, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of people file in here in the next bit. Would always be great to see more people in the facilities watching these games. The women's basketball to me is absolutely spectacular. I love being a part of it. Storylines are awesome. And it's so meaningful. Fans get here, sponsors. This is something in my belief you should be behind. Thanks to the sponsors that are Medivie, Royale, Cushman Wakefield Realty, Dairy Farmers of Canada, all of the folks that sponsor the teams. Thank you for that. Others that are out there, if this fine product is to grow, it's going to take a little bit more sponsorship. And it would be so great to see this league evolve to another team or 2 for next season. And, who knows where things go from there. This league is, certainly sustainable as we are right now, but it'd be great to see even more women get the opportunity to participate, more stories to be told, and more greatness on the court as well. There'll be a foul on Katie Butts. It's going to be her second. She has 10 points on the game as well. 7.9 seconds to go. Butts will be bothering the inbounder. Donaldson inbounds to Widmeyer. Robbie Daly gives the foul.
Quick foul that time, Robbie Daly. 2 for the team, 1 more to the bonus.
Only the 4th team foul on the freeze, 6.7 seconds to go. We're going to change sides of the court. Donaldson will inbound. That was Bowers looking for the steal, and we have a foul given. If that's Leah, I think that's 5. Said it's going to be Robbie Daly. It's going to be her 4th. And that one is the 5th, so that will send Bianchini to the line. Bianchini, good on the 1st. Bianchini's had a good weekend here for the Hornets as well. Picked up a Royale Player of the Week. At one point this season did Bianchini. And doing Joe Bianchini joins a pretty good group of players of the week as I frantically search through my papers to find the right one. Kaylee Kilpatrick, Tiffany Reynolds, Robbie Daly, Tony Bianchini, and Kylie Speedy all picked up Royale Players of the Week. This week it was Speedy who won over nominees Tiffany Reynolds of the Thunder, Courtney Donaldson of the Hornets, Leah St. Pierre of the Mystics, Courtney Thompson of the Fog, and Nalini Maharaj of the Windsor Edge. Maharaj, great weekend here. I know Nalini from ACAA, she put up 18 and 17, 35 total points in 2 games for the Edge, and great to see her having fun on the court, and great interview with Nalini after the Windsor game yesterday as well. So a whole lot of fun here for me to see players in this context that I see in other contexts, and great to get to know some of the players, know the stories. 6-point game, timeout freeze. They've set a play, advanced the ball in 4.6 seconds. They need a quick 3-point shot and then hope for a miracle steal and another 3-pointer. Probably going to be drawn up for Speedy. Instead it's inside for Butts off glass. She can't get it to go. Daly crashes. And that will do it in this one. It will be the Halifax Hornets taking the bronze medal game here at the Legacy Cup by a 6-point margin, 81-75. So as mentioned, the Freeze sort of get in trouble when that score gets over 80. Saw it last night against Port City. Saw it here against the Hornets. It ends up a 6-point victory. Freeze fought back a few times. They were short-staffed today. We're going to have some presentations here after the game. I'm going to go down courtside and try to get a post-game interview. Stay tuned to see if I can make that happen. I know we've got a lot going on right here. The players have got a lot to do right in this very moment. So I'm going to try to make that happen. If not, folks, come on back for the 3 o'clock game. But stay tuned right here. You're going to want to watch this presentation. And let's see if I can line up an interview after this one.
Now, player of the game for the Fredericton Freeze. She had 11 points. Where's number 8? Katie Daly. And for the Halifax Hornets, 16 points. Jersey number 15, Jasmine Parent. Congratulations, Jasmine. Congratulations, Katie. All right, now I'm going to invite to the floor Mark Fournier and Carly Johnston. They are from Royale, proud founder and sponsor for our league. And they have awards to give out for Players of the Week. Now we have 3 girls to announce here. First, from the Hornets, wearing number 5, Tony Bianchini. Congratulations, Tony. Good work, great job. Once again, congratulations, Tony. And from the Fredericton Freeze, 2 people. One wears number 4, Connie Stevie. Come on out, Connie. And also, if you come out and join her, number 9, Robbie Daly. Kaylee, Robbie, great job, girls.
And then Katie is her sister, and then Kelsey plays on it. Katie Day, Robbie, Katie, Robbie,
They're married. Isn't one more married but Robbie?
And congratulations, girls, great job. And now we are going to move into some All-Star selections. We did this yesterday, our All-Star selections, based on the criteria, performance, contribution, and these are prizes, awards, chosen by their peers. So it's a great recognition. First one we have from the Freeze, All-Star, number 9, Robbie Daly. Congratulations, Robbie. And for the Halifax Hornets, once again, a player who played fantastic all season, great contribution to her team, very much respected by her peers. And I think you will all agree with me that number 21, Courtney Donaldson, she earned her All-Star spot. Congratulations, Courtney. All right, and now it is going to be medal presentation time for the Halifax Hornets. This will be their 3rd place medals in the Legacy Cup Championship weekend. Starting with number 5, Tony Mancini. Number 8, Catherine Corbett. Number 9, Miriam Franchetto. Number 10, Alicia Miguel. Number 13, Sophia Whitmire. And wearing 14, gonna be her sister, Eva Whitmire. Number 15, unclear with age, Jasmine Parent. Number 20, Sarah Gordon. And one of our All-Stars, number 21, Courtney Donaldson. Number 22, Leah Martin. Head coach for the Halifax Hornets is Mark Forward. All right, now assistant coaches, I'm sorry, I've got 4 names in front of me, and only 2 of you. Awesome. James King. Taking the back out of our finish on top of things, letting you know who's who. Thank you very much. And Ryan Tibbins. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please make some noise for your third place team in the Legacy Cup weekend, the Halifax Hornets. Congratulations, girls. Congratulations, Freaks. Thank you very much. And also thank you very much to our Port City Caves for assisting with our presentations.
Perfect. Always perfect. Joined post-game here by Jasmine Parent of the bronze medal winning Halifax Hornets. Jasmine, your second year in the league, you take home a bronze this year.
Yeah.
It was gold last year.
It was, yeah. Well, we've 2 medals on my neck, so feeling good. Yeah.
Absolutely. You've had a great weekend here. You had a great season with this Hornets club. What does this league mean to you?
I don't want to get emotional, but this league means a lot to me. Sad that it's over. Really fun. Have so much fun, and it's really just an opportunity to, one, reconnect with the game, which I love so much, but also an opportunity to reconnect with younger players around the province, older players that I played with before or played against, and I think it's such a beautiful opportunity for women, young women, older women, women in sport in general to get together, to form relationships and bonds that otherwise we may not have been able to form. And I learned from the younger girls on the team. I'm one of the older ones on the team, and I think they learned from me as well. And it really is a give and take, and it's such a special league and a special opportunity.
And final question before one of us gets emotional, because I can get emotional too.
Yes, oh good, I don't feel like I'm the only one.
This building, playing this year.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Playing in this facility?
Playing in this facility.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was such a great opportunity to play in such a big facility. It was great to see all the younger kids out. It was really special to have some of the provincial teams here as well. I think it's really important that younger girls playing higher level basketball, any level of basketball, see women playing beyond university or still playing in another league when they're still in university, and having this big, beautiful facility and folks to come out. This is the type of facility women deserve to be in, and we deserve an opportunity to play on a bigger stage, and I'm so glad that that's coming to fruition here.
Absolutely you do. Thanks for this. We're both a bit emotional here.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. Congrats on your great season, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Come on back. We'll have the tip-off of the gold medal game coming up shortly. Joined here pre-game by Coach Madeline Belding. Madeline, big victory last night. Emotional win. How much did that take out of your team?
I mean, they're pros, right? Like, they've been here before, so obviously an emotional, that comeback win felt really good, but, you know, we're feeling great. So they're locked in, they're connecting, so that's exactly where we want to be.
And I think you mean pros in the very amateur way, pros in their approach. Very amateur league. I know we're very careful about how we reference pros here in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Your opponent here this afternoon, the Thunder, undefeated. They were undefeated going into the championship game last year. They didn't take it home. Thoughts on them?
They're the fantastic team, right? They're great. The great team. They can go, you know, deep right to the end of their bench, and they got great players. They got great scorers. They can score a lot of different ways. I know they're going to try and speed us up, so we have to be able to handle the pace that they want to play at, and hopefully we can set the tone and dictate it.
You also have a pretty deep club. How proud are you of this club and where they are in the final?
Like, we've been saying it all year. Not only are they a great group of athletes on the court, but they're just a great group of athletes to be around. And you can tell they really care and support each other. Even some of them who've just met each other about 4 or 5 weeks ago, right? So it's, you know, they've got each other's back, and it's really clear, and I'm really impressed with how far they've taken themselves. Awesome.
Thanks, Coach. I'm going to let you go on that. Good luck in this one, and bring one home for New Brunswick.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you.